Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is Opening the Vault. We have some interesting lighting going on, but it's really busy at work and this is kind of the only time that I have to film, so I hope it looks okay. As you guys would have seen last week, I am really diving into a low buy, no buy, and slight project pan. This category I really wanted to dive into in that video, but I kind of think it's too expansive, so I'm doing a bit more of a deep dive in this video for you all. And you know, the category is makeup. This is something that is very difficult for me to navigate because I don't really do my makeup. I didn't start wearing makeup until college, and I kind of did the basics. I did, I think, foundation, maybe some blush or highlight, and then I used clear mascara because I didn't know how to use like regular mascara. And that's it. That's all I really did. And then for special events, I would use like a dark lip. I kind of stopped doing that after a while because it just didn't feel like me. And then I tried a bunch of makeup palettes and then I ended up getting rid of those. I got rid of so much of my makeup, and I'm gonna show you guys in a second. I had my minimal makeup stash. I had it. And it was for a very basic look that I really liked. I'm gonna show you guys like what it kind of looks like here in the sun. It's a nice look. And then more recently, I've been exploring my style a little bit more. It's a little bit more alternative, a little bit more grungy, and I found some makeup that I'll get into in a little bit that I love. The problem is my wish list is expanding, but my wish list is made out of things that I genuinely don't have and just some things that I want. So I'm gonna just try and go through all of that today, and maybe you guys can give me some advice. Actually am separating everything into 3 different categories. I'm gonna show you guys basically what my makeup looked like for years and years. These were the only brushes I had. Just some eyeshadow brushes, some crease brushes, and then I had this blender brush. Basically all of these are from e.l.f. and then one is like, this one I think is like a miscellaneous brush. These were all of the brushes I had. I use this brush for concealer, bronzer, and blush. For all 3, I use the same brush. This is all I had. The only eyeliner that I've ever used and the only eyeliner I will ever use is the NYX Epic Ink liner. And then I wanted to try an eyeliner pencil, so I got a random one from Marshall's. I love a peachy glow for my highlight, and I have Apricot Glow by e.l.f. I've had this literally forever. And then I have a blush also from e.l.f. and this is in Blushing Rose. It's a beautiful peachy color on my skin. This is the only mascara that I've used. It's the Maybelline Great Lash in Clear. You can see because I did my makeup over the weekend that it's like cloudy now. I have finished 2 to 4 of these. Like completely finished, like taken out the stopper and like swirled around, I think 2 of them. One I threw away because it just got too cloudy. And then this one I'm kind of still working through. When it gets really cloudy like this, I kind of just toss it, but I'm gonna use it for a little longer and then get rid of it. And it's only cloudy because it has eyeshadow in it, because you know, yeah, anyway. This was all I would use. And then the only concealer I had was the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I got really light concealer because I like really bright under eyes. And you can see that it's like, it's literally settled down here. It's more than halfway done. At the time where this was almost done, I thought, okay, I'll be done with it soon. So I got another one. I have not touched this in forever. So I have 2. And then the e.l.f. makeup setting spray is the only setting spray I had. And it's literally down here. It's almost empty. This is all I would have. And mind you, my daily look was a lip gloss and clear mascara. That was my daily look. Lip gloss, clear mascara, no foundation, no concealer, no nothing. In this pile, there's no, other than this for my under eyes, and that was for special events. I mean like birthdays. I would literally just use lip gloss and clear mascara. When I wanted to be fancy, I would do concealer under the eye, blush, highlight, eyeliner. That's it. That was my like basic makeup stash for years. Now over the past like little bit of time, I've kind of branched out a little bit. I have a Glossier bronzer. The packaging is crummy, but I have a Glossier bronzer, the Cloud Paint in Coast. I got this at Marshall's for $2. It's very subtle. It's exactly what I'm looking for. I tried a Fenty bronzer forever ago and it was just too dark. It was too much. I'm looking just to bring a little bit of dimension back to my face. And then I was ginger for like 3 weeks in December and I wanted auburn eyebrows to match. So I got the L'Oreal Infallible Brows in auburn. I love this stuff. I like it because it kind of just makes my brows less like black like this. It helps them like fade into my face. Love this stuff. And then I got a concealer because I didn't have one. My skin was really good for a really long time. And then I started like breaking out a little bit more. And so I just wanted a nice concealer and I got it in a stick because I wanted to draw on my face. That's my thing. The packaging is really important for me, but also like the method in which I apply it is important. I won't use it if I don't like the packaging or the form. I love that I can draw on my face with this, and it's Bobbi Brown in Walnut. It doesn't look my shade, but it is when I like rub it in. Very nice. So this was an impulse purchase. This is one of those things that's kind of like, I don't need this. It is a really cute Evolution highlight palette, and it's from their Beetlejuice collection. So this is the handbook for the recently deceased, and it has 3 highlights. I kind of only got it because it had this like peachy color, which is very similar to the e.l.f. Very similar. It has this gold that I would rarely use the gold, and I love the pink. The pink is like a really nice nose highlight. I have it, I'm gonna use it. I love this pink on like the tip of my nose. It's beautiful. Also, this lighting is incredible. I don't have any makeup on right now. I have lip gloss that I'll show you guys in a little bit, but lip gloss and my skincare is all I have on now. This light is very forgiving. Not that my skin is necessarily bad, but I just feel like it's, I don't know, my skin looks really good right now. The only eyeliner that I actually bought this recently. This was one of the first challenges I had where I wanted something. I went home, I kind of researched it. I went into Ulta, swatched it, left, thought about it, really wanted it, went back and got it. So it's the Juvia's Place eyeshadow stick, the Newbie eyeshadow stick in Morocco. I actually wanted the shade Jezebel, but when I went in, they only had Morocco. So you just kind of twist it up like this. And it's a beautiful, look at that brown. Oh my God, it's so buttery. I love this. And I want it just for a very like subtle, my eyelids, but better. Nice. Nice. And that's pretty much it. That's all I had to do my makeup. Now, more recently, now that I'm getting into my makeup and I want to explore more grungy alternative eyeshadow looks, it all started with the palette. The Glamlite Chucky palette. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I saw this and I said, even if you never do your makeup with it, you need it. And the color store, I just look at it. Look at it. I'm a horror movie buff, so this is like everything to me. I'm gonna try to cover this like I see people do. The color story is me. This is literally perfect. Everything about this palette is perfect. You can already see that I've kind of dipped into a lot of the colors, and this, the Charles Lee Ray, is my favorite shade. I had a moment yesterday, well, over the weekend, where I was like, what if I run out of that shade? I'm not gonna rebuy the whole palette just for that shade. So I found a very similar shade in a single like eyeshadow. So whenever that shade runs out, I know I can get more. I'm obsessed with it. I love this palette. So that's a new one. But since I got that, I got more into eyeshadows. So I bought some eyeshadow brushes from Morphe. I don't know anything about eyeshadow brushes. I just took some recommendations from my friend who does her makeup. She's actually starting out her Instagram, like her professional makeup Instagram. So if you guys want to check her out, I'll put her information here and down below. But I got some Morphe brushes. They're so soft. Just to kind of get a little bit more detail. I love this blending brush. I didn't realize how much of a difference a blending brush would make. A detailed brush and then just like another like buffing eyeshadow brush. I love these. I'm trying out a new setting spray, the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. The only reason I got this is because it's pink and it has marshmallows. And then same thing for the primer. If you noticed when I showed you guys everything before, I didn't prime at all. Now I do. I also have the NYX Marshmallow Primer in a travel size. And then I went and got the big size, even though this isn't done. That's my problem. I should have waited for this to be done and then purchase this, but I didn't. I got the mini and I made sure I got the big one. Because I'm trying more like interesting eyeshadow looks, I did get an eyeshadow primer from Medusa Cosmetics. Love this stuff. It looks like a beigey skin tone color, but on the face it's clear, which is really nice. Now I do have another concealer, and the only reason I have it is because, well, this is a wig. And to tint the lace, which it's not very well tinted right now. Anyway, but to tint the lace, I got the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast. And then one day I decided to try it as a regular concealer. It's great. I'm going to enjoy using this until it's done, but I prefer the Bobbi Brown. And then I really wanted freckles, like faux freckles for a long time. My mom has freckles, I didn't get them. And so I have the Kimchi Chic freckles. These are incredible. I love this. And then I wanted to kind of branch out from clear mascara, so I have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. Love it. And, you know, me, I love pink, I love burgundy, so I got the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in burgundy. So I can have black lashes, I can have burgundy lashes, whatever the look speaks to me. I actually did finish, I think this Epic eyeliner dried out. That's cool. So I got another one, but I accidentally purchased this as an eyeliner stick. I'm just making the best of this because I already opened it and used it. So I'm going to learn how to use this. And then when I really wanted like a glossy black lip. So I went and I got the NYX Butter Gloss in Licorice. So I didn't purchase all of these at the same time. So like these newer products, I kind of like sporadically purchase them, but these are still in the newer category. The NYX Butter Gloss in Licorice, this is like a black, like, ooh, like a full on, like very, it's not sheer at all. It's a very opaque black. And then I got really lucky and I found like a sheer kind of dark color that I like. It's the Milani Fruit Fetish Black Cherry Vanilla Lip Oil. I've actually already finished one of these, and I have this one with my makeup stuff, and then I have one in my work bag, and then this is what's on my lips. So I'll put it on for you guys. Do you see how it just like, it just darkens up the lip? I love that. Like this with clear mascara and freckles, I would wear that to work. And I'm done. Like that's it. I'm very simple with my makeup. I wanted to share with you guys kind of like my wish list and how I'm planning to navigate whether or not I purchase those items and whether or not they should actually be on my wish list. I kind of went in terms of base products, and I was like, well, I have a concealer, and I was like, oh, well, what about a skin tint? And I had the NYX Buttermelt Glaze Skin Tint in Nutmeg Butter on my list, and then I thought about it and I was like, and I looked at some of the models and I was like, girl, you know you don't like that look. I'm very big on skincare. I want to see my skin. I would prefer to just boop, 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 some concealer on and go about my business. So a skin tint just didn't make sense to me. So I actually removed it from my list. Good for me. I have some ColourPop items coming in. I have a blending brush, a single eyeshadow in the color Poodle. It's like a pink color because that's the only color missing from this palette. I got the cream eyeshadow in Beetle. It's like a deep chrome, like blue to green shift. And then I got the blush. I'm living. The Super Shock blush in Cuter Than Cupid. I want it bad. I usually use a peachy blush for like the summer, but I wanted a deeper berry blush for my darker looks. Oh, I can't wait for it to come in. It's supposed to come in this week. I'm like waiting. One of my friends was getting, she was getting the Huda Beauty color corrector swatched, and I saw a great difference. I definitely have like darker, baggier under eyes, and I was like, oh, well, let me look into color correction. So I believe my shade for the Huda Beauty color corrector is Papaya, and then the LA Girl color corrector, I would be Orange. So I put both of these on my list. LA Girl is $6, and then the mini for the Huda Beauty is $15. And then for my under eye, I thought about setting it, like putting on concealer and setting it, because my eyes crease really bad because I have like a lot of lines under my eyes. And so I put the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Set and Bake Powder and Banana on my list. And then for like texture, I get a lot of texture like right here, and then my forehead gets really oily. So I also put the Kimchi Chic Almost Catfished, that white powder. It's like a brightening setting powder. I thought about it and I'm like, again, you don't really do much with your under eyes. So I took out the baking powder in Banana, but I am still gonna get that white powder, like setting powder, for my like texture and my oiliness. So again, I went from 2 powders to 1, yay. And as you guys saw, I don't have any powders. So it's like, I feel bad about buying a lot of makeup, but I'm literally missing, like I don't have any powder. This would be the one and only powder in my stash. And the rest of everything on my list are lip products. I really want to get into more lips. This one lipstick, I don't have to get anything else. If I just get this one lipstick, I'll be set. It is the Nabla Beyond Jelly Lipstick in Nocturna. It is a beautiful, like, glossy berry lipstick. It is beautiful. I've been wanting it for a very long time, and I am trying to get it soon. That it's just beautiful. I love it so much. I want it bad. I did come across a lip liner from MAC, Night Moth, and it's like a toasted plum color. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous. That would be my first lip liner. There are also 2 lip liners and 2 lipsticks. Lip glosses from Kaleidos. Kaleidos is lit. I love their stuff. They have a beautiful, I don't even know what to call it. I think it's a lipstick, but it's very, very glossy. So they have a lipstick in Endgame, and it's like a bloody red. It's beautiful on the lip. And I've seen it paired with their lip liner in, what's that shade called? Like Espresso. It's beautiful together. And then this is more out there, but it's still really in my wheelhouse. I'm not confident enough to wear this combo, but I want to one day. They have a lipstick lip gloss in a gray shade. It's called Stranger, and paired with Merlot gives it like this milky blueberry look on the lips. It's beautiful, so beautiful. I know I'm not confident enough to wear a gray lip, so those products I'm kind of saving until I can prove to myself that I will actually wear my more alternative makeup outside of the house. I almost forgot, I went to Ulta. When I went and picked up these products, I just kind of looked around because I don't look at makeup. I've never really walked through the makeup section at Sephora or Ulta. If I need something very specific, I'll make a beeline for that section, grab it and go. So I was actually looking through the makeup, and I came across this single eyeshadow from MAC. I don't know why I gravitated towards that because that's more expensive. And it just caught my eye. It did. And the MAC eyeshadow in Ethereal, it did something to me. I didn't even look at the price, right? Because I don't know makeup brands. So I didn't connect that MAC was expensive. So I was like, oh, I love this. It's beautiful. Let me go ask if they have one. The lady came around to help me, and she was like, oh, we don't have it, but you can order it. And I was like, okay, cool. She's like, take the tester with you, and then when you're done shop, because I told her, I was like, hey, like, still shopping, can you bring it to the front? And she's like, oh, you can like walk around with the tester, it's fine. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was walking around with the tester. I had that tester in my hands for like 20 minutes. Every time I looked at it, I fell even more in love. And by the time I got to the front and I was checking out, and I gave them the tester, and they're like, okay, and they're ringing it up for me, and I was like, oh, this single eyeshadow is like 30 bucks, which is like the cost of a palette. For even some of the cheaper palettes, that's like 2 palettes and 1 eyeshadow. But I told myself, and this is why I don't like eyeshadow palettes, if I'm not gonna use every single shade, a palette is worthless to me. So I said, you know what? Buying one really expensive eyeshadow that I'm going to use is way better than buying maybe 2 palettes that have maybe a couple shades that I like. I'm happy that I bought it. I don't regret buying it. I'm very excited it should be coming in this week. And that kind of brings us to the last thing. There is an eyeshadow palette that happened to be introduced to me. And this is a very tough decision for me because I can talk myself out of a lot. But this eyeshadow palette, it's very difficult for me to talk myself out of, and we'll see together. So I was kind of looking at eyeshadow brands, not like on purpose. I was just on Instagram and I was like scrolling and it came up on Blend Bunny and I'm like, oh, what's that? So I go, I'm on their page, I'm looking. One of the first things to pop up, let me pull it up on my iPad. I'm looking at it now and my brain is like short-circuiting. There is a palette that is made in collaboration with a tattoo artist. You guys, I haven't really introduced myself very much on the channel, like my life and like my aesthetic and stuff. I have tattoos. I love tattoos. The week that I turned 18, I started getting tattooed, and I've been getting tattooed almost every single year since. Almost. I love tattoos. I just like got a full sleeve. I will show you guys at some point because it's not done yet. I love tattoos. This palette is like everything that is me in one palette. It's a more like gothy alternative look, but it's pink and it has hearts, and it's literally in conjunction with the tattoo artist. And this palette was made for the dolls. So I love drag, I love like everything about the community, and this palette is all of that in one. And it's basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 6x4 palette, and it's basically like 6 quads in one. It has a big swatch of like black and white at the top and then a black and white shimmer. So we have like a neutral, a gray, a red, kind of like a purpley reddish quad, a purple quad, and a blue quad. And I feel like I literally would not have to buy any more makeup after this. Like if I had seen this palette, I wouldn't have got the single eyeshadow from ColourPop. I would have, everything I needed would have been here. And so even talking about it, I'm like, I want it. What's crazy is the pre-sale for it already happened, but there's been a delay. And the delay happened 5 days before I was aware of this product. And they put on Instagram like, hey, they're gonna be restocking soon and there should be enough for everyone. Imagine if I had missed this. Like, I don't know. And my brain is like, oh, it's meant to be. But I really, really, really want this palette. I'm keeping my eye on the Instagram and the website. And honestly, I really want it. I really, really, really want this palette. The art on the front is designed by the artist. I believe her name is Chanel Diabla. Beautiful. You can really seriously see like the drag influence in the art. It's like a puffy leather, so if you like touch the front, it like squishes. I love it. I love everything about it. I love everything about this palette. I want it bad. I want it bad. As of right now, I can't get my hands on it, so you know. But the same thing happened with the Chucky palette. By the time I saw it, it was out of stock on the site, so I had to go to Mercari and I got a brand new, untouched Chucky palette for I think $18, which is cheaper than they had it on the website. So you know, stuff works out. The palette and the Nabla lipstick, those two, I hope I can get those very, very soon. Everything else I can wait on. Now, I don't have a lot of tools for makeup. You guys saw I have 5 brushes. I've been using these since maybe my freshman year of college. So a lot of these brushes are like almost 10 years old or over 10 years old. So I am getting like a new small set of brushes. So I found like they have a 6-pack, which comes with a traveling kit, which I would like a bag. So it's 6 like mini brushes, but they're still pretty big. And I feel like it's a good mix of brushes. They have face brushes and eye brushes. And then the pack is $30. So to get 6 brushes plus a bag for $30, it means that the brushes are less than $5 each. That is a crazy discount for really high quality brushes. So I will be picking that up. I already know I'm picking that up because I mean, you guys saw what I have. I don't have much. And I do really want a hand mirror. The Chucky palette I've been using as a mirror. If I ever drop that palette, I'll never forgive myself. And I do have, do I have it here? I do have this cinnamon roll compact that I got for work. I have it at home because I, you know, went out this weekend, but it's so silly to show you guys a mirror, but I'm gonna show you guys anyway. Let me show you something cute. There, you guys can see my NYX. I have this compact. It's really cute. It's so cute, but it's light. You guys see that? It's a light color, and cinnamon roll gets my concealer, and it's not great. I don't want to dirty this up. This is more for like on the go. I want to look at myself real quick, you know. Don't want to do my makeup with this because my hands get dirty. So I looked into hand mirrors. There's a vintage shop up the road from me, and I really want to get one of those mirrors. I'm a little weird. I do believe that some things are like haunted or connected to the other world at the thrift store. I love it, but a mirror very specifically, I don't think I should get a vintage one and use it every day. Something about that doesn't sit well with me. So I did find a hand mirror from Flower Nose. This is a brand that I thought was like a scam, but they sell it in Ulta. I think it's online only, but they do sell it in Ulta, so it's a legit brand. And I went to their website, and they have a strawberry cupid hand mirror, and the milkshake one is literally me in a mirror. It's pink with strawberries and icing, but there's a cupid in the middle with a black inlay and then a black ribbon. I live for that, so I'm definitely getting that. So that's the only, again, I don't really have anything like that, so I'm getting that. And I believe the only other tools that I'm getting are from Trixie Cosmetics. There's a blush brush and a small like concealer brush that I want to use for my under eyes, because my goal is to keep as much makeup off my hands as possible, because I find that I just make a really big mess. And then that brings me to the last tool, also from Trixie Cosmetics. It's a mixing palette, a metal mixing palette that comes with a spatula. I've been looking for a spatula because this concealer, and I have these like lip scrubs that come in a stick from e.l.f. This concealer, you can see, like, look how much is left. There, I know there's more in here. So I wanted a spatula to scoop this out and depot it. I think that's what it's called. I want a spatula so that I can depot stuff when it gets close to the bottom. And the mixing palette will be great because for my bronzer, I usually tap it onto the back of my hand, and then I like, and then I put it on. If I could do that on the mixing palette instead of on the back of my hand, that'd be great. So right now, what it's looking like is just the Morphe brush set, the brushes and the tool from Trixie Cosmetics, the hand mirror from Flower Nose, and then the Nabla lipstick, and fingers crossed the Diablo palette. That's a lot, and I think altogether it's gonna be pretty expensive. My girlfriend is buying me some of that for Valentine's Day. Thank you, babe. But the Diablo palette, literally when it drops, I'm buying it. So I don't know if like I'll be able to be like, hey babe, it dropped, can you buy it? No, I'm probably just gonna purchase it. But I know the Trixie stuff and the hand mirror, I'm gonna ask my girlfriend to get me for Valentine's Day. And then she's probably also gonna get me the brushes and the lipstick. So realistically, I'm only spending money on the Diablo palette. It feels like a lot, but considering that I have one palette and I'm about to have two, or considering that I'm going from 0 powders to 1, or from 0 lipsticks to 1 lipstick, it's really not a lot. But in my head, it's too much. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. What kind of makeup is on your wish list? Are you getting it? Are you not? I need to kind of like, I'm new to the community. I need some help. Let's chit chat down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.